Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Tuesday, July 16th. And, oh, wow. This will be less than the normal length of time today because I was trying to figure out what the heck's going on myself in some ways. I watched a bit of yesterday at different points. But, yeah, crazy day when really, well, nothing didn't happen that we didn't expect as far as the gameplay. Kat used the power veto to save Jessica, and Nick put up Nicole in Jessica's place. And the plan by some of the House is still to vote out Cliff and keep Nicole. That's not what Nick wants, but that's probably what's going to happen. The other stuff that happened, well, the main thing is that Christy had a kind of a meltdown. She claims it's because she's PMSing, and that's all I'm going to say on that, because as a guy, I really don't have much right to talk about any of those symptoms or whatever you want to say, because I'm a guy. So, that's what she said. All I know is she pretty much threw part of her game out the window with the way she acted, because she told half the house, it seems, after a time, that that she had the power, that she'd won the last power. And it came about in several different ways. I can't even tell you. Honestly, right now, I can't tell you who all knows that she has it. It's confusing. And I need to make a chart to tick off when she told people or who told who, kind of a thing. But let's just leave it at the worst two people to know right now probably are Nick and Bella. And they know because she told them. She got super paranoid that she was going to get nominated yesterday. That she was going to be secretly put up as a backdoor nominee. And she was running all over the place talking to people and you know, just out of control. I mean, not total freak out, but pretty paranoid that she was going to end up nominated. And that seemed to have led, even though she didn't get nominated, afterwards, she ended up telling Nick and Bella that she had this power. Now, there's been all kinds of people yelling and screaming at their computers that she's not accurately representing her power, and that's using production as a strategy. I'm not as much worried about that, frankly. I cannot remember. Someone said it was Jessica that did it or a couple years ago with the halting hex. But I know there's been other times too where people have been called out for I can't use production as a strategy, and it was not Jessica, it was someone else. And what they were doing was misleading. But I can't remember what it was. I'm feeling silly here. The whole point is that I don't think Christy was intentionally misstating her power. I just don't think she understood the damn thing. And I would say that at the point someone claims they have a power, that the people that they claim it to should be free to be able to walk into the diary room and say, all right, explain this power to me. You know, just know that if you tell somebody you have a power, they have the right to go clarify it with their... If you're going to say that they can't do that. Otherwise, let people do it, and you just say, well, let's find out. I mean, that's why I don't see how saying... It's like having a fake immunity idol on Survivor. Nobody calls out those people. They let them try to play it. They let it see what happens. So I don't get why saying you have a power is not okay. That's why I don't think the using production as a strategy is not the same as the time I was saying, I got to go back and figure this out. So, I'm not as upset about Christy muffing her description of her power. She also get mad because Nick came in at one point when she's sitting there talking to Nicole about her crazy day and says that, Kemi told Sam that Jessica has a... Oh, wait, Cliff told Kemi... I don't remember how the whole chart of it was, but it was Sam has said that Kemi said that Jessica has a power. And, Christy kind of freaks out and says she can't do that. She can't talk about a power if she doesn't have one. And there's no way she has a power unless she has another power that we don't know about, like an America's Choice power that she was voted on. And this is my comments last night or my quote last night that got a big reaction, but it's what she said. I don't think she meant it the way people are taking it, but it is kind of a dumb thing. She said, well, it could have been a lot of plus-size women all got together and voted for Jessica to get a power. It's like, okay, there's not a plus-size women coalition. But, this is a person grasping at straws, speculating. You can't really hold that against Christy for just kind of talking out loud about possibilities of what things were. The paranoia is going. It's not a throw Christy under the bus for saying something dumb or... just give her a break, a little bit of one. I did not post that to have her get chastised for that comment. I don't think she meant it in a bad way. I think at some point during the show, during being in the house, Christy has said, and she said it getting ready to go into the house, I'm here to represent plus-size women. So she's kind of hung that little banner around her neck. The fact that Christy kind of picked up on it and thought, well, maybe she is representing plus-size women. They all got together and voted for her. I don't know. I just don't see giving Christy too much grief for that. But anyways, the whole thing seems to be that Kemi was speculating about powers, and Sam, for some reason, either misheard intentionally or unintentionally that Kemi's saying that Jessica did have a power. So it's just a miscommunication, and is Kemi supposed to be ostracized because Sam can't get a story straight, or Kemi doesn't tell something right? I don't know. So I don't particularly care that Christy's not been getting the definition of her power correct. I just think that at the very least, if you want to say, straighten it out, well then fine. Anybody she tells can go into the diary room and ask for clarification. But again, I point to Survivor, and there are no such rules. People make fake immunity idols. They are used. Sometimes they're hilarious when they don't work out. So what's the problem with someone saying, I have a magical power that gives me the right to do this? And if they can convince people of it and people believe them, then more power to them. That's kind of my thought. All right. Now, what I think... this is the gist of what I remember as far as the using production as a strategy. Coming out of the diary room and saying, production told me this. They said this, which isn't accurate. Whatever it is, it's made up. They say America really hates us now, or they say that we're going to do this, or they say, that kind of stuff. The power thing, in theory, you win it, you read it off a card, that's that. It's I don't know. I'm not sure. It is a little bit more difficult to negotiate these lines with Big Brother than it is with Survivor, but I'm just not of the opinion that what Christy has accidentally or intentionally done is all that serious. All right, enough of that. We are now with Nicole and Cliff nominated. Cliff, he's going to get voted out. Now, this brings the question of what's going to happen. Well, first of all, who's going to tell what to today? I don't know. There's going to be something else happen, I'm guessing. Somebody's going to say something they shouldn't today, because this house can't keep its mouth, seems to be unable to keep its mouth shut. So I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I am sure that something unexpected will happen. I'll just have to talk about it tomorrow. The competition on Thursday. What's it going to be? Is it going to be what is it going to be? Are the four going to compete first, or are they going to be thrown in with the others? All compete as a group. Don't know. Don't know what's going to happen. I was speculating, we've been speculating endurance that everybody's involved in, and the last one standing of the 4 Camp Combats is back in the house. Others are saying that it can't be an endurance, that it was something. Someone tweeted at me that Julie said it was going to be something. They're going to have some social skills. Like, they're going to have to know, maybe a quiz, but I can't see doing a quiz. That's not exciting. A 4-person quiz with the winner who knows the most about his fellow house guest of the questions they ask gets back in. I don't know. Although that does level the playing field when it comes to skill level as far as physical. The problem is right now is that they're different. Hang on, I'm getting out of my car. Physically, they're in shape. They're differently in shape. Am I saying that well? They're Ovi and Cliff are not going to do very well in a wall competition. David and Kemi are going to stand a much better chance. So that's where I speculate that maybe it won't be a wall. However, it could be, but people are also calling out for maybe having the pressure cooker, what's called the pressure cooker competition, which is, of course, the one where back in Big Brother 5 and Big Brother 6, where they stood around and held their fingers on a button. And the last one to let go was the head of household. That was a marathon kind of a competitions that they just don't do anymore. They modified the competition a couple of years ago, Big Brother Over the Top, and they gave them a long pole to hold the button with. That made it more difficult to hold the button, shortened the length of the competition, but in essence was the same kind of a competition, other than it meant they had to be able to physically hold up a button. But I think it accomplished the same thing and managed to shorten the competition, which is they want a shorter endurance competition. So maybe a button like that. That's possible. That's what they might do. Unsure. We'll have to see. In either case, if Christy, I'm only saying Christy because she seems to be the one that can't keep her mouth shut besides Bella. If Christy doesn't spoil the fact that they want to get rid of Cliff on Thursday, then Nick won't be competing, and Bella will be kind of ticked off that things didn't go the way they were supposed to, and the alliance is kind of flipped on them. It could make for some tense competition talk on Thursday. Some talk while they're playing the game. We'll have to see. So that's what I got for you. I'm going to pause this for 1 second because I'm walking to work, and there's somebody's going to walk by that I know. So hang on 1 second. All right, so that's what I got for you guys. It's hope you had a good day. Those of you that are patrons, thank you for your comments about my little thing. Here comes somebody else. This is what I get for walking to work. All right, talk to you in a second. Okay, enough niceties. Yeah, all right. So if you haven't listened yet, please go to patreon.com if you're a patron and log in, and you can listen to the little audio thing that I threw together on Sunday. Not sure if it will get played outside of the patron site. So those of you that are anxious, go check it out. I would not use it as a reason to become a patron. I'm not pretending that it's some kind of amazing thing that is so cool that you should pay money to listen to it. But for those of you that are already paying money to support us, it's a little treat for you. All right. With that, I am out of here. You guys have a great Tuesday, and I will talk to you tomorrow. See you later. Bye.